How was your first game for the Eagles?
Yeah, it was awesome. I think it wasn't the way I wanted to start my time with the Eagles, having 12 or 13 weeks on the sideline, but to finally get out there and play with everyone and build those connections was amazing. So it would have been great to get the win, but it was good to get out there with everyone.
Do you think that your body, that you were ready to play? You only played one game in the Waffle. Do you think you were ready to go? Yeah,
definitely. I think probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I felt good to go, and I was doing a lot of match sim and a big training block for that 3 or 4 weeks, and did a lot of work with the fitness staff, with Killer, a lot of the physios. I felt good, but nothing really replicates a game, so I'll be better for that one. But I definitely felt ready.
You mentioned that kind of match fitness. How different is it to being out on the track?
Yeah, there's quite nothing like it. You can do a full pre-season, and the first game comes around is still the hardest thing that you'll ever do. So I'll be better for that one. Hopefully build on it this week and then into the bye and for the back half of the season. But playing games is a lot harder than running around out there.
Is it hard coming in? You've only got 2 games and then the bye. Do you feel like you've a bit interrupted? Do you just want to get into the swing of things?
Yeah, it's funny. I think a lot of the guys are ready for the bye. They've played 13 games, 14 games, and they're kind of ready to get home and have a down week. But I'm the exact opposite. I want to get that continuity now and play some more games. But I think the bye will be good. It'll help us freshen up, and it'll be a good break for everyone. So I guess that's just the cards I got dealt, but it's not that bad really.
What's the plan for the centre bounce situation with combining the rucks and who does the most and who does the least each round at the moment?
Yeah, I think we're still working on that one. I think initially, early on in the year before I got injured, it was probably I was going to take more, and then Baz would do probably 30-40%. But he's doing some really good stuff in there now, so we might look at that over the next few weeks and keep working on that synergy there. But I think on the weekend, Baz did 70% of them, and I did only 30 or 40%. We'll look at that going forward. But we just continue to build on that synergy as we play more footy with each other.
What's harder from a building match fitness perspective? Is it the wrestling around the ground and throw-ins and stuff and other stoppages, or is it the leaping that's required when you're in the middle?
Nah, it's definitely the wrestling. I think, especially when there's 3 or 4 stoppages in a row, it's quite hard. And I'm gasping, calling Baz out to come up and help me out. But it's definitely that wrestling and the follow-up from that.
I would recall you a centre bounce ruckman more often than not, rather than the 2 IC. So how are you finding having to learn a different role whilst you're coming into a new team?
No, it's been good. It's funny, like you said, starting on the bench and watching that first centre bounce. But it's a learning curve, and I've loved it, to be honest. It was good to get a bit of a feel for the game and let the steam settle a little bit, and then inject myself after that. So it is different for me, but it was a good experience.
How's the roller coaster of emotions coming from Giants and thinking that you're probably going to be getting a pretty good start here at West Coast, having that injury and now making your way back into the team? How has that been for you?
Yeah, it was funny. I think, as you mentioned, I was coming across here with more opportunity and hoping that I'd be able to inject myself straight away, and then to get that 13 weeks on the sideline was a little bit of a shock, but it's been good, and I've built some great connections here in that time, so I've been good. I've loved it.
When you first had the first injury, what was that conversation like with Simo? Did you feel like you needed that sort of reassurance? I can imagine coming into a new team and having an injury so early on, it must be devastating.
Yeah, it was. I think Simo was really good. He was a big reason I came across here, and he was amazing for me. So he had a lot of confidence in me, and we're confident that we'll be able to get back and get that fitness back, and we did that quite quickly. So he instilled a lot of confidence, and so did the boys around me. So he was awesome through that period.
Plan for North in terms of minutes and where are you likely to sort of start centre bounce?
I don't know yet. Haven't really spoke about this week. I think it'll be similar to the week just gone now, and then build after the bye. But probably 60, 70 minutes again.
Have you watched much of North and what you've made of them?
Not so much. I think today, tomorrow will be that day, that learning day. But obviously Tristan Cherry's a good ruck. He's a big, strong man, and he'll be a good person to come across and build that mat fitness with.
There's 40 to 80 mils of rain expected for Saturday. Will there be some wet balls?
I think we might get the soap out again and drop the footies in the esky, but I didn't realise that was coming, so it'll be a high stoppage game, so it'll be good fun.
Of course, Harley up later tonight with the tribunal. Have you checked in with him? I think he was joking yesterday about the 3 weeks and having a holiday, but it must be a challenge for a young guy having those 3 weeks off.
Yeah, it is. It'll be hard for him. I've checked in with him. I'm quite close with Harles and built a good connection with him in his short time here. I think he's going all right. If we can get that one down from high impact to medium impact, it might be good for him to have the 2 instead of the 3. But I guess the way the tackle laws are going these days, it's a hard one to judge. But he's going all right, and he's got a lot of support around him. His parents here at the moment too, so it'll be great for him.
Yeah, I believe you're doing some work with the AFLW team.
Yeah, yep. So I guess Daisy just approached me and asked if I'd like to do a little bit with the rucks, and it's just growing from there. So doing some stuff with the 2 Wackford sisters, all the other rucks there, Sarah LeKay, those kind of guys, and some key position stuff too. So was here last night for their first official pre-season session and joined in there, so it was good fun. I'm enjoying it.
How are you going to manage trying to help them and help yourself at the same time by
Yeah, I think Monday nights will be the big day for me here, and usually got those days off, or it's an early day for us, so that'll be easy enough for me to manage that, and then just see what we can do from there going forward, really.
Further integrate yourself with the club.
Without a doubt, yeah. And I guess too, when you're coaching, when you're teaching other people stuff, you learn things as well along the way, so that'd be a great learning curve for me.
What's it like working alongside Daisy as a coach?
She's awesome. She's got a wealth of knowledge. She's obviously been a great player in her own right, worked at Geelong as a coach as well, and she comes across here as a new head coach, so she's learning as well, but she's been amazing.